Alright everybody, welcome back to my channel, and in this video I'm just going to be talking about something that was revealed to me about myself and that I see a lot of women going through today, especially on social media. For years I preached about how good of a woman I was to different men who had come into my life and about all the good things that I brought to the table. I just knew that I was too good for a lot of men, and while a lot of that was true, there were still some things that need to be worked on inside of me that I didn't see. I thought that I was just perfect. I thought that any man would be happy to have me, would be lucky to have me, and that if he questioned anything about me, then he must not have seen the value in me and must not have been able to appreciate who I was and what I brought to the table. You know, I knew I was ready for marriage. I knew that I was ready to be a wife. I knew that I was ready to be loyal to one man. And this is how a lot of women are. They're ready for marriage. They're ready to be committed to a man. They're ready for a man to see their worth. And though I was ready for marriage, though I brought a lot to the table and I bring a lot to the table, there were still some things that God needed to show me about myself that needed to be worked on. Yes, I was a good woman. Yes, there are so many great qualities about me. Yes, there were so many things that stood out in me. Yeah, there were some things that needed to be worked out inside of me. And so God sat me down for a season and he allowed me to see that though you are a good woman, you're not as ready for marriage, or you're not as ready for a big commitment as you think you are. There's some things that I still need to work out inside of you. There's some things that I need to take out of you and put in you. And there's a lot of growing that you need to do. So in this season, God will sit you down, what I described as a spiritual mirror. And when he does this, he shows you some things about yourself that you may not have known were there, and he may show you some things that you've known were there, but you just tried to excuse, and you just tried to suppress or hide, or just let be there. So these very things that he shows you, these things in the future could be the reason why something good doesn't last or something good doesn't work out. Because when he gives you these seasons to sit down and be one-on-one with him, he doesn't give you these seasons to what's the word I'm trying to say, to mess around, to play around, and to not take the season serious. If he has you in that season, it's for a reason. It's because something is around the corner, someone is around the corner, some opportunity, something is around the corner, and he's trying to get you ready and prepare you for that thing, so that when that thing comes, then you'll know how to operate in it. You'll have the tools that you need to work the thing out and to make sure whatever it is lasts and withstands tests and storms and trials and everything else that comes to try to knock it down or ruin it or whatever. He sits you down so you'll have what you need to be able to face those challenges when they come. So if you desire a healthy relationship, you desire something that's not toxic, something that's going to build you up, something that's going to help you grow, you need to sit down and really truly be happy with God, be happy with just you and him, and you need to take time to allow him to show you those things in you that need to be changed, and show you those places in you that need to be filled with him. There's really no way around it. You can't there's no cheat code, there's no get out of jail free card for this. You have to go through the season, and you have to sit down and be okay with him. And I mean, I'm not saying that some people don't have this season where God wants them to sit down before he brings a blessing to them. So I gave you an example, and in this example I said that if a surgeon is working on you and he's trying to operate on you and take some things out or put some things in you, you're not going to be hopping off of the table and then getting back on the table and leaving when you want to and coming back. You're going to have to sit still, and you're going to have to let that surgeon do that work on you. And you're going to have to let him complete that work, not just start it. And you know, you can't hope to get the best results if you won't let the surgeon sit there and do what he has to do to get you together so that you're healthy, so that you're your best self. You have to sit there, and that's a lot like what God wants to do with us in those seasons. And you can't become your best self. You can't become the best person for you, first and foremost, for God, and then later on for that person, unless you sit down and you be happy with just you, and you don't go back to things in the past and allow things to distract you and take up that time and things like that. Sit, be still, face yourself, face all the ugly things about you, and work those things out, and truly get to a place where you can be alone and be content with you. So I hope this video helps somebody. Make sure you share it, like it, and subscribe.